All right, we're recording, so let me get the. Oh, you know what? I think I'm supposed to do this.
Oh wow. Ooh.
Oh wait, I introduced
Ooh.
it. Let's do this. Oh wait, no. Here we go.
Wait. Side by movies by side. Movies by side. Movies.
Almost sounds like movies. I actually have to color the uh,
That's
the,
I've
the letters.
movies. I've heard of a movies before. Where's that from?
Are you serious, dude?
I am totally not serious.
Joking. Hello, everybody.
Joking.
Movies. Welcome to Side by
Movies.
Side Movies. Oh, dude, you gotta try movies if they are ever in your location in your vicinity. It's always like a pop up. I say try it. I say it's good. I've had 4 of their items.
For that, what have you had?
Okay, I've had the cow tipper with the hater tots. I've had the vegan burger, which was good. I've had the
Okay.
vegan bratwurst, and
Hey,
then
I need you to tell me the vegan burger was good one more time. And
it,
actually, I want you to make me believe you.
okay,
It was good.
okay, all right. I just because I don't want to be like this guy because he loves Kevin Smith. That's why he says the vegan. No, I thought it was good. All right, let me do that again. Let me do that again. The vegan burger is delicious. And then the final thing I had was
Oh, sorry, my bad.
side by side. The final thing I had was I'll make it out of this. Was hello was
Oh,
what I thought was a hamburger with two meats and a what I thought was a fried onion, like a fat fried onion or something in it, because it came with something fried. So I ordered that. And it was called like the double dipper or something like that, and
mhm.
it's a cow tipper basically. But what it is it's it's a cheeseburger, but inside it's got a chicken fillet in it. It's got like a chicken breast, like a
You thought it
fried
was
chicken.
fried chicken, and
No, I
or you
thought it was
thought
a
or
fried
it
onion. It
is
was a
fried
fried
chicken.
chicken. So I bit into it, and
Oh
I
my!
was like, man, this is thick. And then I looked, and it was a chicken. It was delicious, dude. That shit was good.
Like, could you imagine the surprise when you're like, okay, I'm about to get an onion. Like this is gonna be a juicy, crispy onion, and then it's a piece of chicken.
Dude,
Golly.
it. I was expecting that pop, that onion cry, and I didn't get it, but I got the
Mm.
like juiciness, succulent of the chicken. I was
Now,
like,
how was it? Like on a scale of 1 to 13, what would you give it?
dude, for being surprised, like that. I mean, the burger's good. They're automatically 10s, 11s, but for being surprised, because thinking I love onions. Onions one of my favorite items to cook with, to eat with, and but it did not surprise me to the point where I was like, ugh. I was like, ooh. So I liked it. That was like an 11. I'll give it an 11. Just that little
11.
extra. Just that little extra.
Okay,
Um. All right, we should
a
get
little bit
started.
extra.
Just that little extra,
Yes.
everybody.
So we have some cool ass movies this week.
We do. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Side by Side Movies, a show with two friends watch two movies and they have too much fun. I'm CJ Robles.
And I'm Ben Garrett.
Oh,
Good to
check
see
it
you.
out. I forgot. I can see you too, Ben. I forgot when I have the comments up, you can't see our names. Oh, yeah, you can't see your name, so they don't
What?
know. Whoa. But I want to keep the date up, just because
Whoa.
sometimes YouTube
Do you
doesn't.
think do you think anybody's gonna get confused halfway through? Like, oh, which one's Ben? Which one's CJ?
Sometimes, man. I got kind of a neutral name. I got a unisex name, so. And
Same.
Ben, as long as it wasn't Ben Hameen. If it was Ben Hameen, oh, dude, they'd be confused as fuck. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today we have the movie Boss Level. It
Hey.
is 2020, rated TVMA, mature audience. We'll get to that. 1 hour 40 minutes. Action adventure comedy. Trapped in a time loop that consistently repeats the day of his murder, a former Special Forces agent must unlock the mystery behind his untimely demise. Director Joe Carnahan, writers Chris Borre, Eddie Borre, and Joe Carnahan. Stars Frank Grillo, Mel Gibson, Naomi Watts. And we watched that with 2022's Prey. Sorry, I didn't. It's what I do. Here we go.
Great.
2022, rated R, 1 hour, 39 minutes. Action, adventure, drama, not a comedy. Naru, a skilled warrior of the Comanche Nation, fights to protect her tribe against one of the first highly evolved predators to land on Earth. Director Dan Trachtenberg, writers Patrick Asen, Dan Trachtenberg, and Jim Thomas. Stars Amber Midthunder, Dakota Beavers, and Dane DeLegro. So, Ben, what did you think?
Yeah, man. I have to say, these movies these we picked this week, as I said earlier, they were just awesome. They were cool. They were fun. These are like your blockbuster movies during the summer. I love that we're doing it like right at the end of
Fall.
September, kind of.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
this is kind of when you get that new season of movies. You know, kind of maybe like horror movies and stuff like that.
The feel.
Um,
The feel, yeah,
yeah,
the seasonal change.
or yeah, and then you get your little rom coms going in between the horror movies, you know, and then just pure dramas. I mean, that's typically your fall lineup. You don't have too many, you know, crazy big movies coming out until you know, like Thanksgiving, Christmas times around the holidays. You
Yeah,
start
Christmas will
pumping it
really
up
bring it,
again.
huh?
Dude, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Just I think did did you ever go to the movies on Christmas Day, like growing up
Yep.
or anything?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
well, I don't go with my family, but I go, I go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I went once with some family friends, and it was like a family affair. That was like what they did,
yeah.
and it was kind of cool. The movie theater was packed. We went to go see Catch Me If You Can.
Dude, I
I
love that
remember
movie.
that.
Actually, I almost bought it
Yeah,
today. Actually, that's ironic. I almost because I've owned that movie like so many times. I've Steven Spielberg, Leonardo DiCaprio, Christopher Walken. I mean, Tom
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks. Ugh.
Yeah, dude, they do. It's a
Knock,
great.
knock.
Yeah, I got a choke for you. Knock, knock. um, but that movie, that's a great. I actually almost bought that today. That's cool you brought that up. The movie I went to go watch, and I think I did watch this one with my family. I mean, I saw a lot of movies. I even, as of recently, I saw Four Christmases with my cousins when it came out. So like that was still kind of
And
family time.
we've we've
We've done
done
it.
four
We've
Christmases
done
on
for
the
Christmas.
show
Yeah, and that's
back
a
in the
that'll
day.
also, yeah. And then I did a National Lampoon's not vacation. It's a Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah,
Yes.
we saw that one, dude. That movie played. Like it still plays at my house now as an adult. I play it, but God, when I was a kid, I think HBO or Showtime had it on a loop, or my dad had the VHS just playing. Because that movie was always on in the background of my house, and we were always
Dude.
stop and watch it.
Man, two solid Christmas movies for me. Because I think that was the only time we went to the theaters. So my dad's birthday was on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
So Christmas Day was, I mean, that's we typically did whatever he wanted, and normally that was watching Lonesome Dove, and you know having some nice prime rib. It was always a good Christmas. Uh, but A Christmas Story was always. I know that's like the almost a cliche Christmas movie, but that one and then How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Like whenever after that came out in 2000, like that one played in our house quite a bit. I was always a fan of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like
yeah.
claymation. I actually own it, but I don't think I've watched the Blu-ray yet, man. I'll do that sometimes. I'm like, I really want to watch this, and then I'm like, yeah, all right, yeah,
I when I was a kid, the Peanuts, Charlie Brown specials, we watched those. I remember I went to
yeah.
theater one time, but I think it was during Thanksgiving. We went to go watch. I think we went. I don't think we went to Christmas. I think we went Thanksgiving to watch the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special at the theater. It was like $1.75 or even 75 cents or something like that.
Have you seen the new Charlie Brown movie, the Peanuts movie?
No, I haven't. I had it playing in the background a while back, but I didn't focus on it. But
Yeah.
I will say what I did focus on was, I'll be honest with you, I did not watch Prey this week, but prior to when it was released, I watched it 4 times in about a span of 10 days. So I'm pretty well versed in this movie. Um,
Yeah.
God, we were talking before we started, and we are like, "Yeah, this is a pretty." You're saying this is pretty for the Predator franchise. It's pretty good. I was like, dude, strike me if you guys are gonna hate me, but dude, outside of the original, I think this is up there. I think this is like the second best one.
I think so
Like,
too. And
I
it's actually funny that up until 2022, never nobody was ever just like, oh, why don't we call it Prey? Like, and just kind of
well,
flip it
cause
on
that's
its
yeah.
head. I mean, honestly, it was great. Whenever I saw the trailer for it, I was like, Prey, interesting. And then you realize it's part of the Predator franchise, and you're just like, oh,
Somebody had told me about this, like I think in 2020 or 2019. I kind of knew like they're doing another Predator, but it's with a girl, and I was like, okay. And then I saw it when this trailer, like I don't. This is one of those movies that I didn't watch the trailer. Like I saw they had like the teaser trailer or the static was like you saw
yep.
Nara, and then the Predator was behind her or something like that. When I saw that, I did scoff, and I was like, oh, not playing. I was just like, I liked it. I was getting ready, so I didn't watch the trailer. I was waiting for the movie that came out. In fact, Facebook is the reason why I watched this movie because everybody was posting about it. And then I was like, oh, it's out. Let me go watch it. And I watched it, man. And I fell in love with this movie right away. Just, I mean, the damn dog's a character. Spoilers alert. The damn dog's a character, and he's not like a buddy cop buddy in here. He's just a regular dog that's smart, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? He's not. He doesn't have any extra powers. He doesn't whistle. He's not like but he's so. And apparently they found this dog like randomly. I was watching something. Did you know kind of thing? That dog like he end up on the set for like I don't know. I mean, I gotta look it up. But apparently, like 2 days before they filmed, that dog showed up on set and they used it. But they have had to have had a dog in the script, so I don't know how it works. But
Right.
like I
Well,
love,
also, wouldn't you think they need to be trained and everything?
yeah. But yeah, I
Because
didn't make it.
he
I
was
thought.
doing some pretty extensive stuff,
I mean, he
especially,
was just going.
it could have, well, and I guess that's true. Like, they added the CGI in later. So I guess it
What
makes it look like, but I could have swore like
what,
snipped at it or something.
what
That'd be
was
weird.
your dude? Just from this. I mean, just from talking about this movie alone, like I mean the Indian the way they did the Native Americans, sorry, Native Americans, the
No, I
way
mean
they
that's honestly,
yeah, well they're
we're
Indians.
ingrained to say that. So if you slip up, it's at least
So
you're correcting it.
yeah, and what do you call it? Seeing the all right, I'm watching it right now. But like seeing the way they did the fighting scenes were awesome. The way they did a lot of the way like I like the brains over bronze, like Nara, the way she like she I mean you the thing about I love about this movie and both these movies they they made them like they knew their audience was up to date with movies. So there's not a whole lot of explanation, and there's not a whole lot of like big old Easter eggs or things you need to catch to see the movie. Like you pick up on things like oh, because if you know the franchise already, you already know what the Predator can do. Like the scene where he goes out, he goes like, and for the title Prey, I mean that's basically what humans would be with Predator Prey, just stalking them. But when he goes out and he kills all those dudes, like all those settlers or whatever there are, those bandits, when he kills all those
Mm-hmm.
people, like that's when it's just like, dude, he's upgrading, and because it shows, I mean, I don't know. At first, I was like, okay, that's cool, but I didn't think it was silly, but I'm like, he did upgrade every time. Like he was looking, was he
Mm-hmm.
looking purposely looking like he did the
Yeah, I
rattlesnake?
think
Did he? So
so.
okay, so he is looking
It's
for
funny
the
that you mentioned that. Like that's what I think is going on there is he's leveling up, like and finding slowly but surely um the top species,
yeah,
because of and he I guess he kind of figures out the rabbits aren't a threat because he's just standing there by the rabbit
yeah.
and like crush the rabbit or anything. Uh, but he lets the snake get the rabbit, doesn't he? Or no?
They got yes, he did. There was a rat, the rat. Uh,
Oh, was it a rat? Okay, yeah.
yeah, he
It's
lets it
which is
get it.
funny because he lets the predator catch the prey every time.
Well, check this out because he's learning from it. He's like, "Is this a is what is this?" All right. So but also the rattler does strike him or strike it. So when the rattler goes, it already shows like, oh, it's an aggressor. The freaking the coyote gets his neck cut off, and then we see it like lose its skull. The bear scene. Oh, my
Oh,
favorite part of the whole movie is that damn bear scene, man. Like I was like, no way, because the bear messes him up. Like
yeah.
the predator gets his ass kicked by a bear, and then he gets up and redeems himself, and just knocks up like that. When you're writing that, how would you like that's the best way because he's still using his arms, it's still using its hands like fists, and he just knocks out the freaking the bear, kills it in one punch, and then Naru's just there, and then he picks it up over his head and he squeezes it and he gets the blood like a victory, like he earned that, like he earned that kill, you know, and he had to do it.
Mhm.
And to me, I'm like, wow, that's insane that we actually get to see the Predator go this far into like stepping up or leveling up, or because it's at a certain point the after the bear, I mean, I think it's gonna, that's basically, it's an apex predator there. Like, we're under that, so you know what I mean.
Yeah,
All we can do is overthink it, or think. Oh, I mean, I'll think it, which ends up happening. Like, you see Nora
we
in the
got
mud.
thumbs.
Yeah, the opposable thumbs. Come on, fucker, can you milk me?
Well,
um,
dude, and what's cool is you have that callback to the original Predator movie, where Schwarzenegger, that's how he hides himself in the infrared, is he puts mud on himself.
yeah, you don't
And
even have
I,
to.
honest to
Yeah.
God, I thought did we? And I'm rewatching it right now, but I saw it kind of in glances. I just can't remember. Did was the Predator near her when she was in the mud the first time?
No, 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 no. She
No, okay,
uh
I didn't think so, but yeah, I thought that was going to come back later. I didn't realize it was going to be used to kill the Predator,
oh, I caught
but
on to that. I was
um,
like, there. I caught on
well,
to that
but
when I
no, I meant
when
like I thought like what was I thinking? Oh, that she was going to get into the mud. She was going to have mud on her and figure it out,
yeah.
but that was not how it goes. Sorry, what were we going to say?
No, no, I was just saying I caught on to that. Like, I go, that mud's gonna come back later, but I didn't know like
Ah,
that. Like, I knew
oh
it was a
yeah,
trap. Yeah, I was like,
that's
I
what I
know,
was thinking.
but also too, like, man, they make it's they do a lot of the regular structured writing where it's like three attempts to throw the axe and then you get it, but the way they show it, like, she's basically submerged, and that's how she gets out. And I do like the axe, the wielding axe with the rope. Like, it's like a
Hmm.
different, unique weapon. It's her weapon. Like, she uses it. My favorite line of the movie, and my favorite line by far is, I mean, she does. She's a final girl, but that dude, he cuts her brother from the on the chest, and he slices
Hmm.
him, and then she like with the predators, the knife, she cuts his leg off, and she says, "You made my brother bleed. I make you bleed." And I was just, and dude, that was smart too, using him to get the gun to expose the predator so she can see him, and then that's how she. But dude, also I felt bad for that dude that got his leg cut off, and then the predator steps on him, and then like it's like, dude, that guy, I was like, what a waste. That guy could speak like 8 languages. Like, what a waste. Like,
Ah,
yeah.
ah.
Hey, back then they're all everybody was bad, dude. How do you think we got here? It's like,
Right. True.
yeah,
True.
it swings backwards. Remember, you have to be like completely like savage, and then you kind of start getting like educated and, like, well rounded, and then you get to a point where it's just all brain matter, and then you start fighting again, and then it goes down to biggest and brightest, biggest and strongest, and then you do this whole wave of just, why
I thought
can't
it
we
was
all just get along?
idiocracy, bro. I thought that's how it went at this point.
Oh man, no, it's just we keep doing this because, I mean, we have repeats and reboots and remakes and remixes and re this, re that, Rihanna,
And if Reebok,
Ella, Ella, Ella.
um,
Oh,
no man,
Risha,
what I
Chicago.
uh, I don't know.
Keep going, keep
You
going.
got me.
I like you. I like where you're going with that. Keep going.
Reshoot. I don't know. That's the only one I can think of. But man, no, this movie is it's a lot of fun. It's I don't know. It's like it's a reboot. It's a prequel. It's all that, but it's its own thing too. Like if you say if you replace the Predator with hell, even that French company, this would still be a solid movie.
Yeah.
That Predator is just CJ. Do you know what the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is?
I believe. Can you
No.
show me?
Yeah,
No.
it's that little bit extra. All right, and that's what the Predator is in this movie. Okay,
He's a little extra.
that he's a little extra. Like it adds that freshness. It's like combining you know the 1800s and then against like a really advanced technology. Like that's cool. You know, that's
Yeah.
fun. You see video games like that, like Assassin's Creed and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, so uh, and like I said, it is both these movies play like video games. Like you constantly see
Yeah.
um, the Predator leveling up. You see, is it Naru
Naru. Yeah.
leveling?
Nope.
Yeah, she levels up throughout the entire time. You get to see, prey versus, well, I guess you get to see prey versus predator with her, but predator versus prey, in every aspect. You get to see like the animal kingdom working, and you see the predator working through. Okay, who's the next? What's the next biggest thing? What's the
Yeah.
next challenge? And just like making his way downtown, walking fast.
Did,
But no,
do you know the guy? Because also we got to see also from the movie Predators, the 2010 one. We got to see what's his names would be. I guess it's Louis Ozoa. He plays Hanzo, the guy from the what's it called, Haikusa. And you
Mhm.
get to see him. He takes down the predator with the katana, and
Is, is that the one where they were like on
on
a
the on
different planet?
yeah. So on
Yeah.
that one, we get to see somebody. He beat he. I mean, the predator takes him out too, but he takes him out. So it's like, oh, if you find a skilled swordsman or someone that Arnold for the most part, or what's his name, Dutch. He basically kind of fought him. What the best he could use was sticks and water and spikes and a big ass rock at the end. Come on, them right
Yeah.
here, come get me. Oh yeah, I forget about. Oh yeah, I forgot about this part where um, Nara fights the panther, the mountain lion.
Hmm.
Like there's certain layers, levels to the movie why things happen, and it shows you like she has her own upgrade in this movie throughout this, but it's more small,
Hmm.
quick things, quick learner. Doesn't need a whole lot to really to communicate and talk, but I don't know the the way she like has the scene just like I love that bear scene. I even love the way the dog is like, let me help out, chase me. The bear chases
Hmm.
and she brings him right back, and there she is fixing the bow and arrow, the crossbow, like so cool that she's like, all right, let me figure this out. As I noticed, like even the scene where the Comanches fight the predator, like that was they almost I don't mean they don't beat him, but they can like what do you call it? They do damage because and they're just
Yeah.
like whoa, making that war cry. It's so cool, like how they got that down. I did
Hmm.
happen to find here at the trivia the rattlesnake could see, and it says see the predator, uh, whilst invisible as a rattler, has pits on its head that allows the snake to sense heat and track prey through its thermal radiation signature, much like the predator. So the snake can actually see the damn thing. So I knew it was there. So that's why when it struck, it knew where to go. But it's a snake. That's pretty cool though. That
Yeah. That
um,
is pretty. That's pretty interesting. I don't know if that's necessarily trivia. That's a fun fact. I
that
I
is what
don't
I like.
think
Well, I guess it'd
because
be
even
trivia because yeah,
well,
you're because it's in a
well,
movie, I
no,
guess.
no, it would. Well, and another thing too is like I guess the the wolf didn't really know the predator and it didn't really see him. It just kind of
Yeah, yeah, I can smell them.
guessed.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, he was like, looking at the same. I mean, oh, even my dog will look in the same spot for a minute,
yeah, that's
and be
true.
like,
That's true. Something sure, I
So,
think.
yeah, but it wasn't until like he pulled out his blades that wolf went on him, and the bear. Oh, I don't even remember. The bear was aware.
Well, also
Was
the
the bear
bear,
aware?
yeah, because the bear's about to eat up Naru, and then the bear is like, wait a minute, something behind me,
Ah, smell.
and the smell. So, oh wow, so let's see.
And you know what sucks? The the humans, man, they couldn't even tell until somebody died. It was like, oh shit, he died. There's something wrong. Like,
Yeah. Man, I was trying to think about this too much when I was up in the clouds. I was like, yo, like if I had a gun or a musket, I mean, especially a musket would suck in this scenario. But like if I had like and with their education and their technology and what they know in that time frame, Like if somebody shot something with a musket and it didn't drop, I think I don't know. I think because I would think like I'll run, but like back then I'd be like, oh my turn, I gotta go fight it. But then again, it's like a musket, so like I feel like I've in my life I would have seen a foul shot on a musket. So I'm like, did it hit it? Did it not? Or but like let's say it was a machine gun in that more modern times. If I see somebody shoot something with like a shotgun and it gets back up, there's what am I gonna
Yeah,
do? Shoot it again and stand there and shoot it again and wait? Come on, it's like after we
bro,
saw
just
Halloween,
just one more shot, CJ.
just that little
You
extra
know,
shot. Like when we saw
if you
Halloween
shoot it in the
Kills,
head, shoot it in the head.
shoot him in the
Yeah,
head. What?
right. Oh my God, Halloween Kills. Halloween's about to end
It ends
this season.
tonight, baby.
Halloween ends.
Halloween
Uh,
ends tonight. Oh, I'm gonna hopefully get to meet Michael Anthony Hall. So I'm gonna tell him it ends tonight. He's gonna be at a
it
convention.
ends.
It ends tonight, Anthony. What do you call it? No, I think right now, not now, but right now, I think like what I mean, Halloween they had Michael Myers down. I mean, you got a gun, shoot him in the hands, shoot him in the head, shoot him in the feet, and then see if he like, even if he does like, because I don't know, I'm getting too deep into this, but I was just saying like, even if somebody shot somebody with a bow and arrow, and you see, let's just use that. Let's say a bunch of people shoot the predator, and that thing, I'm like, oh nah, man, just go. Just use your skills, your native skills to get out of there. Like you get. I don't know. It's weird, man, to see like I think I'd mentioned this. That's why I got to the can Jason fight, and I got to finish those videos. But how can Jason fight? It was just more like if I saw Jason Voorhees, like if somebody was like, "Come help, this man's attacking people in the park," and I'd be like, "Well, that's Jason Voorhees. I'm not gonna go. He's gonna kill me. Like I'm gonna run the opposite way." but
Say you didn't know who Jason was.
but I
Would
saw a
you go
guy
and
with a
help
hockey
the person?
mask.
Like an 8 foot tall guy with a hockey mask, and
Yeah, if
he's
I
trying
saw
to kill
like,
somebody.
dude,
Do you
check
have a
this out.
gun?
No, have our nunchucks. Nah, I would even if I had a gun. Like even if I had like it just depends. Like
Well,
I'd
I'm
have to
just
go out.
saying, like, say if you did not know that this individual was supernatural, all right, and you had a gun, and somebody was like, "Help, help!" Even if he was like 7, 8 foot tall, you could shoot. You could shoot somebody in the head, and they'll go down. Honestly, you probably shoot them a couple times, and they go down, right?
But what do you do after they go down? Do you just wait there and look
You
at them,
call the
or
police. You call the police, and if they try to get up, uh, that's at your discretion. I won't make any stance on that. I know what I'd
that?
do. You choose what you want to
Yeah,
do.
right. That it shows. It's like the calls be like, "Hello, hello. I just shot Jason Voorhees in the face. Please
No,
come
I'm
come get."
saying you don't know who Jason Voorhees is.
Well, no, I'm just gonna say I just shot this white guy in the face with a mask. They're gonna come arrest me.
Oh shit! I didn't even think of that aspect. My bad.
That's like I just joke. I just joke. No, I just because I saw that meme. That's no, I was just gonna let it go.
Goddamn white privilege.
No, no, I'm
So
just saying. No,
sometimes it gets it gets the best of me.
if I shot him and he went down, and I mean it just depends. Like it was one person that's getting attacked, and they say he kills him, and then he looks at me and be like, oh fuck, it's like oh man, and I gotta run. But I don't know if I had a gun and I shot. I'm just saying if I shot somebody and they got back up, and the way they do it, like where they go, ding, like
Okay,
all scary.
if he got back up immediately, well, I mean, yeah,
Put it this
I
way.
don't know,
Let's say
man.
I shoot him.
That's a good question. That's a great question because now you pose the question: if you see a guy in a hockey mask and you shoot him, a couple times and he doesn't go and he goes down, but then he gets right back up, you know, at that point, you know, you double tap him to the head. You know,
Put
I don't.
it double tap. Put it this way. Let's say let's get it out of the supernatural and let's go into reality. Let's say you're
Okay.
walking into the Target and in the parking lot and you have to park at the end, but so it's a long walk, and you're walking into the store and then you see like you just kind of hear something and you see like a Ted Bundy esque or a Jeffrey Dahmer attacking somebody, like attacking a woman or attacking a guy. Let's say and he has the upper hand. Like if you saw that and there's no one else around, it's only y'all three. Do you get in? What do you do at that point?
Ah, man.
Because
My
like
the good side of me wants to think I'd try to help. But the logical side of me is like, mind your business. Move
yeah,
along.
yeah, sure. I'm gonna
That's
call
and
security.
that's also that's yeah. I'm gonna go. I'll call 911 for you. hopefully they don't kill you before that happens. But yeah, no, I would try to alert somebody for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So to correct you real quick, I mean to correct myself earlier, you said it was a rabbit. Yes, the wolf does chase the rabbit, but the snake hit a rat.
it's a rat.
It's
Okay,
a rat. So there are, and then what you
but
said
and
that
then
he does.
and then right after that, she's hunting a rabbit.
Yes. So
So
the thing is, so put it this way, that the rabbit does get bit, but right away the predator, as soon as the wolf or the coyote bites the predator, I mean
the
bites the
predator
rabbit, he
knocks
gets.
him
And I
down.
think I think
But
the predator was waiting for him. I mean the
I think so
freaking
too. Well, and what I was asking is, did the and you said the snake did get the mouse, right, or the rat?
yeah, uh-huh.
All right, so that's the cool part. Is like the predator's not. He's like, all right, you can get what you want. It's almost like he. I wonder if he gets off on those endorphins too. Is like knowing that they feel like they got their prey, and then
True.
they're just like their prey themselves. Like the irony of it.
He's afraid. He's like, oh, everybody's always asking
Oh,
me.
the irony.
Everyone's always asking me why am I killing them, but not how am I killing, or they're like, how am I? It's like, why are you killing me? Why are
Hey,
you killing me? Nobody's ever asking me. Well, I don't know. I think with yeah, with reality it sucks though. Like you see a big old dude attack somebody, you're like, oh shit. But you see something like some like I've seen a lot of scenarios where I mean I've seen people get attacked. I'm like, oh crap. Or but usually when a fight starts, it kind of there's a build up there. Or you're like you can sense it, or you could run away. But like out of nowhere, it's just weird. These predator. I mean the predator is looking for someone, or like to challenge them.
mhm.
But there is kind of no standoff here. There is no real standoff. It's just I think he just gets pissed off because oh no, maybe there is a standoff at the end
With
because she
with her, yeah, 100%
yeah,
there's standoff. Now with the French company, no, I mean
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like
he obliterates them, and I think that's what's so interesting is you see like the level of the predator. Now I feel like these Frenchmen are pretty cocky too. Like they think their shit don't stink for real. Uh,
yeah.
but once he weeds through quite a few of them, then they're like, all right, we better go. They definitely had that fight or flight reaction. They're like, we're getting the hell out of here.
Dude, I enjoyed
Uh,
I enjoyed that scene, man. Like I was like, holy shit! Like the way they shot it, the way they like put the predator,
and
all the gadgets, all the way it kills. Like we got to see that net again, the crusher net, and I love the way they showed the net because you don't get to see the person, you just get the audio, so you're feeling it in
mhm,
yourself, so you know what's going on. Like you already know that thing crushes. We've seen it do it like 3 times already.
I think so.
So
Yeah,
Predator 2, that guy, one of the drug lords, and
and then
then
AVP, right?
AVP does it, and then they do it again. I know there's another one. I know there's a third time they do it before this. I want to say, well, he gets him. Danny Glover pops gets out of it because he has the blade, and then I'm pretty sure there's another one. Well, he does it twice, I guess, on Predator 2. Anyways, yeah, like the Predator is like he has all his gadgets and stuff, but it's also like what it doesn't really have like the gun. It has a blaster, right? But it shoots out like darts, or is it
Yeah,
shooting
yeah. I don't. I think. Well,
plasma
it
cannon is what I
definitely.
call it. What I meant to call it,
Oh
the
yeah,
plasma
there's no
cannon.
There it is. There's no plasma gun. It's definitely shooting out darts. It's not the laser
Yeah.
beams or anything like that. So would you say it's a more primitive predator?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's saying one of the first highly. So this is one of the day. So they're so even they've evolved from our time till now.
Mhm.
They're trying to evolve.
And I think in the description they said like one of the first predators to come to the planet, which leaves it open for them to come back before. AKA they're gonna have a prequel to Prey. All
To
right.
pray.
It's gonna be with the dinosaurs. All
Oh god,
right.
that'd be awesome. I mean,
Or
Jurassic
kidnap
Park
who?
meets Fast and Furious. They talk about that a lot. I don't want that, but I could see them going back in time. No. Oh, dude, and then I mean, this is I'm okay. So I'm getting caught up again. This shows the predator like oh no, that was the French people. They took all the. See, that's what confused me. The French people took all the hide off the buffalo and just left the buffalo there to
Uh-huh.
die. And
Yep.
it's like the predator wouldn't do that, but it gives you they skinned it, so it gives you like who did this. It gives like a little bit of a mystery to it.
Yeah. I do. It depends. If it was a herd of buffalo running at the predator, bet you take the
Oh
buffalo.
yeah,
Oh,
bet,
maybe.
bet your
I don't
top
know.
dollar. I, I think. I mean, there's a lot of things I liked about the character that were Nara. Like we're getting the point of view this through their story. That she's caring, she's smart. You know,
You know.
kind of doesn't a little
Well,
bit rebellious. Kind of does what she needs. You know, engineering. Does like engineering, ingenuity.
well,
Can't say words lately.
no, you're good. And you also,
Ingenuity.
yes, ingenuity. No, the you also see that the predator, also has respect for what's going
True.
on in the ecosystem. Like he's like he can respect another predator, but he's going to take him down. Like he's like
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Do you think the predator got pissed when the coyote bit him? He's like, God damn it! I didn't think that was gonna get me. Do you think?
Yeah,
Do you think he got?
no, and I think that predators typically go down into situations like this, knowing that there's a possibility they may
They
get
may not
screwed
come
up.
back.
Yeah,
But no, I'm saying
yeah, because
like out of all the things it fights, like the snake didn't bite it. They got the snake, but like the bear obviously is big. People they do shoot it, but like the like like he's so big, he's so powerful, and then the way he does kill the coyote. I guess you know what? If this is another level, maybe he doesn't know how. He,
do you think that's a coyote or a wolf?
I think it's a coyote because it's I don't know.
I think that's a wolf.
It's a wolf. I think wolves are bigger. No, wouldn't a wolf be a lot bigger in size?
I, I thought that was a pretty decent sized.
It looked like a dog to me. Dog and coyotes, same size.
Okay. Well, either way, but no,
Mange.
it may just it may be
Oh
a way. Maybe he's systematically going through it. Like, okay, this
yeah.
thing's eating this. Let me kind of go against it. See what I'm up against,
So he
and just
studied
kind of
studied.
working his way through the food chain, essentially.
So he studied the way the snake attacked the rat. So then when he fought the snake and when he killed it, so he didn't know. I'm looking at it as a joke, like he's like, oh man, it got me. But in reality, he doesn't know the fighting technique of the coyote or the wolf.
No.
He doesn't know the fighting technique. So he knows it lunges, so then he's like, all right, do this again, just run it back, and then
Hmm.
but then he's got his blade, and then for some reason never pulls the blade out on the bear. Cocky bastard is like, I don't need this. I need this for the wolf, but I don't need this for the bear.
Well, he figured out how to disembowel the four-legged beasts.
Dude, bears are scary, and I like the way they did this scene. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos where just watch what bear encounters, man. Like people are literally like walking next to bears. The everyone always says like, oh, it better not be if it's a mommy, be careful if it's a mom, like because they're a mother bear. She's man, she just if she thinks she's looking at her kids, it's over. She's very protective, a little too protective. But I think as this story goes, and the progression of like our character and the story, like you can't like it's the brother knows he's gonna die,
Yeah.
and that's like kind of like he kind of gives sacrifices himself, but at that point it's like they put that in there, they put that love, the sibling love, and he's very like caring for her, but the fact that you have like you have value in this movie. It's not just a bunch of people going in the woods and shooting and going la, 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 it's not like that or it's they're like that. I think this is what the Predator movies franchise has been missing. Has been
Hmm.
like a little story there, because when you go
Right.
from one to two, they're just really good movies that were made. They're really well made. And Predator one, you don't need all you. That's perfect. You do need the guys and the guns, but as we're evolving as the franchise, the storytelling, AVP kind of all over the place. I couldn't follow it really, one and two, and I mean, I think they did that. Yeah, they did that before Freddy versus Jason. They did that. Oh no, did they do AVP in 2004,
2003.
2003, and then
I mean,
Freddy versus Jason?
2003 probably.
Yeah, because Freddy versus Jason 2003,
Let's see here.
or is it 2002? I'm getting these confused. Can you do a little quick little
I would,
switcheroo?
yeah, give me 1 second. Freddy versus Jason. But yeah, no, this movie. Okay, Freddy versus Jason's 2003, and then let's see here.
We're doing some
Oh,
research right now, so give us 1 second. It's side by side.
2004. So it
Yeah,
was a year after. Yeah.
so they really didn't have. They're too close. They didn't really have too much to go by. But doing like a crossover movie. Dude, all the Ash, like having Ash from Evil Dead, that would have been awesome, man. I mean, I think Bruce can still pull it off at older age, but maybe pass the torch down to a female. I know female leads now. Which I don't mind because we gotta
Dude, no.
balance it out.
I enjoyed it. I really, for some, I don't know. That this just never bothered me. I never really was
Yeah,
like, oh no, a woman couldn't do this. Like,
I mean,
no,
yeah, it's also like I
she's
just
doing
think,
it.
and I see, I mean, this bear, it's an animated bear. It even looks like it has
Hmm.
scars from fighting, but just the way they introduce it, the bear is such a greedy bastard. It's eating a carcass, and then it smells something in the air, and it's like more food, it's
Yeah,
not honey. Oh
it's got it,
bother,
dude. It has to. It has to. To it's probably about to
oh
hibernate,
bother. That's true.
bro. These
And
these
it's scary
animals,
though.
they.
Like it shows the bear even using its cognitive thinking. Like, oh, okay, well, something might be up there. I heard something. I can smell a little bit. Let me go. Let me start using my beak. And then that's insane. And then aha, I found something. A dog. Sorry, I didn't mean to. And it's like I love that the dog decides to be like, hey, let me get this bear out of here. It's like,
Yeah,
well, it's also true. The bear could have kept charging at her, but he's like, no, no, let me get this dog. It's like,
yeah.
but
No,
I do
definitely
gotta
need to
find.
get the dog first.
Yeah, definitely. Let me get tired. Sorry, that's my I think my favorite scene through the whole movie is this bear scene. Like I love watching. You're watching me watch the bear get beat up by the predator, and I mean, she even hits it with the arrow, does nothing. So
Yep.
in the bear's defense, the predator kind of was fighting a weakened bear because the bear does have like a cut on his head. She's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
I mean, what would you do if the predator didn't show up? She dives into a beaver.
She, yeah,
It's a beaver
yeah.
cave,
She
beaver den.
died in a beaver dam. Yeah, I mean,
Pulled-
I could see that happening. Thank
Oh,
God
dude,
for the predator. Aren't
and all right.
am I right?
We wouldn't have any story yet. But I mean, the damn bear like catches up to her fast, and then she's just in there like, okay, you have no time to think, man. That thing wants you, you know. And then like
Hmm.
I love this scene. It's smelling, and I said, I'm gonna get you, I'm about to get. And then wait a minute, that's the bear, huh? Smells something else. So I guess that carcass does. See, look context clues here. Little foreshadowing. The bear is even though it's eating carcass, it smells. It wants that. Now it's after Naru. It smells something else, and it wants that. And I absolutely love that they show the whole fight from her point of view and her
Hmm.
reaction, because that's what we're doing nowadays. What we do is reaction videos. So let's go see her, dude. I mean, the predator really fights the bear. Like the bear gives it a number, and then he does like bites him, gets on top. And I guess the bear thinks it wins, gets a little cocky there, because he even gloats a little bit. But then the
Well, it's
predator
even
gets up.
it's like this the yeah, the predators. It doesn't. It's like, oh, there's nothing there. Like the bear's fighting nothing essentially. It's
Exactly.
hitting,
Boom.
and it's yeah. So
That's just so crazy. I didn't even realize how fast he turns around and knocks the bear out. He still has his back to it, so you can actually see the bear coming through the predator through the invisibility. Like this movie just gets better and better and better. I didn't realize you could keep ramping it up. Now we should switch
right,
over to boss level, but I will
boss
say that
level.
because that movie levels it up. I mean, steps it up a lot. We could talk about Prey. We could do. I think we're already like at 40 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
43. Yeah, we could easily
So
talk
let's
about
yeah.
Prey.
It's so good. Just like you said, the layers, everything like that. Um, and all the cool imagery that you have going on with just how everything is displayed to you, how it goes together. Like it is just a well made movie. You don't even see the predator in full form like until he goes up against the French company. He's like it's almost like he gets like finally, and then he shows himself. It's like finally a worthy foe, kind of
Yeah.
thing. But like you said, boss level, boss movie.
Just real quick with I just want to go through here with a few things I found on the trivia. Debuted number one on Hulu. It is the biggest movie premiere in the streaming service history. So I
Wow,
mean,
that's not unsurprising from the trailer. Like the trailer had me pumped up. I saw it uh maybe about well actually it came out around I probably saw it about a month later, but still.
yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I saw it right away, but there weren't really. There's not really like any spoilers. You just gotta watch this movie. Director Dan Trachtenberg has said that this was a David and Goliath story. Pretty obvious. The first Predator film to not have any of the Alan Silvestrie's musical themes or cues. Oh, no, that's Die Hard. Um, what is Predator? Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I couldn't tell you the. That sounds like an 8-bit.
Oh, I love these movies. They're in my soul. They're embedded in my DNA. Yeah, I mean, this movie. Love this movie back here too. The Predator never uses his voice box to mimic a character's voice back at them. All right, let's go to boss level. This is boss level, dude. Frank Grillo does an
Ripped.
excellent job. Oh yeah, he's 55 in this
Fucking,
movie, dude. I gotta
fucking
step my
yoked, bro.
shit up. I gotta step it up, bro. He's
Yeah.
he's a, he's freaking he's in good shape. I mean, not to mention he has his shirt off every other scene. They got their money out of him, but the dude is freaking jacked. I do need to see. I don't think he's got to be like what 6 feet, 6 feet tall.
Oh, at least I would say he's
Yeah,
he,
he's a.
he seems like a pretty solid dude.
So you know how we were talking about. Let me confirm because I think I know I saw him right away. I was like, oh, this guy's in it. Um, did you
Oh,
notice?
Mel Gibson.
No, no, no. There was a guy. The guy that was wearing the machine gun on the helicopter. Do you know who that was?
No, who was it?
Rob Gronkowski. Talk about football earlier. He's a tight
From
end,
from the Patriots.
Patriots, and then the recently retired from Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I knew that was right
Uh,
away. I saw him and I was like, that's Rob Gronkowski.
he so Frank Grillo is 5'10.5 inches.
Yeah, so it's all right. It's almost 6 foot
Just wanted
around
to
there.
throw that out there too.
Yeah, because I was like, he looks like a big dude. Like not even just like big, but also solid. He looks like he takes up a lot of space. I'm
Oh
sure
yeah.
that was. I need to confirm real quick, but I think yeah, there it is. Rob Gronkowski, Gunner. He's in this movie. He's in this movie. Will Sasso's in this
Oh,
movie.
bro, and in the last movie we didn't have a lot of repeat offenders. I don't think we had any, but this one we do. We have, like you said, Will Sasso is a repeat offender. Is
From
Michelle Yeoh? Yeah, from either Super Troopers or Three Stooges.
The Stooges. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Oh,
Dude,
dude, that Three Stooges was damn good. I just want to reiterate that.
I will say that. I will second that. Give it a second watch, people. It's Three Stooges ain't bad. I can't
Three
remember if
Stooges.
Michelle Yeoh. If she what else has she been in? That we've watched.
Uh, well, Kim Jong
Yeah,
is repeat offender.
he's a
The
repeat
Hangover.
offender. The Hangover. Hangover was 2006, right? Is that what I remember?
2009.
2009. All right, got those. Oh, get them backwards. But
It came out the year that I graduated, so that's how I know.
dude, it says that Rampage Quentin Jackson's in this movie. And he says he's one of the twins. Which twins?
Oh, the German twins,
Yeah. Which? Why am I not? Why am I
dude.
reading?
Yeah, Rashad Evans and Quentin Rampage Jackson. Okay, two UFC fighters.
Yeah.
They were,
Yeah.
they're like Zai, try. No,
Yeah.
they're towards they're like at the beginning. They're at the beginning, right after, or right. I think right after like, what's her name? Uh, Guan Yin. I am Guan Yin, and Guan Yin has done this. Dude, that
um.
this shit was funny.
Let's see real
Uh,
quick. I'm gonna put it on again because I thought this movie. I
I
liked
am
this movie.
I am too. No, I enjoyed this. It starts off just like right in your face, like, and that's what I like about it. It's like 130 minutes of pure action, like 100% go. Like you have those little moments of like the sun and everything like that,
So
but for
that's
the most part, just
that's what I loved about this movie. First of all, shout out to Naomi Watts. I always had a crush on her. I remember
oh
when she did I mean, a lot of her movies are from the '90s, which is great. But for some reason, when she came out of King Kong, I don't know. I just have a like. I'm like, oh, she's beautiful in this movie.
What about The Ring?
I like the ring. The ring was good. I liked her in that. I saw her in that first, but there's was she also in a what else has she been in? I've done it off the top of my head.
She. Let's see here.
It's
What's
not
it
the
called?
Manhattan Project. No, it was
She's
Mulholland
she
Drive is
was
something
she
I
was,
confused it. She's also in
she was going to be
Birdman.
in that. She was going to be in Game of Thrones, The Long Night, TV show, the pilot that got scrapped.
Ah, she
Yeah,
was a
she's really
repeat
good in that.
offender from Birdman.
Oh, Naomi Watts was in that.
Yeah, she's
That's
the
right.
that's right. Yeah, she plays the sister Leslie.
Wow, repeat offender.
Repeat. Oh,
Damn,
yeah, more people repeating. See, the more we do this, the more it's going to grow. The repeats will
exactly.
happen. But yeah, dude, I fell in love with Naomi Watts like when I was really like when I was like in junior high. I was like, man. And then you know the I'm sorry, I'm watching the movie already. The
Yeah,
voiceover part of this whole movie did not bother me one bit.
no, not a bit.
Yeah, it
Nope.
like I thought it was pretty cool. It fills you in. That's what I was saying about these two movies that I enjoyed. That they know that your fans are watching movies. You don't have to educate them. You don't have to show them everything or tell them everything. Like they already know certain things we get. And this is like a loop movie, right?
Yep.
So I was
It's it. That's what I was going to say. They should also put in writing credit for Harold Ramis.
so I think also like because I was thinking like you can do Live Die Repeat and Looper
Yep.
and another movie like Ready Player One
And then
and
whenever you're talking about Live, Die, Repeat, you're talking about the Tom Cruise movie, right?
yeah or
The it was not the day after tomorrow,
Day
but
After Tomorrow. Oh yeah,
no,
yeah, isn't
not
it? I
that.
got it right here. I think it's
No,
the Day
no,
After
no,
Tomorrow.
no.
Um,
That was in early
but
2000s.
wait, Live Die Repeat because that was the original title or that was the
Yeah, it's something else. It's like oh shit, I can't think of it. Give me one second.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get it. It was called uh Tom Cruise is in. Oh, I can't even remember it because Oblivion was the other one I get confused with because it came out at the
I
same time.
know. Well, they came out like right.
Right?
Yeah, like you said, right
Yeah,
at
it's
the same
called
time.
The Day After Tomorrow is a Jake Gyllenhaal movie,
Yeah, exactly.
and the let's see, it's called. Oh my god, Live Die Repeat
Okay,
is
it is Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Okay, good. I can't remember. I was not gonna get that.
Yeah, have you seen any of the most recent Mission Impossibles?
I am not caught up with the latest one, but yes, I have seen all of them.
I don't think I've seen anything past. I might have watched Ghost Protocol, but I don't know.
Um, well, they have a new one coming out, or has
Yeah,
already
they
been out.
actually have a. It's going to be a two-parter.
Yeah, so I have seen all the I have all the Impossibles at
Uh-uh.
the theater,
This
so I'm keeping that track going.
there's so on IMDb it says live, die, repeat, and repeat.
Oh, they have another one coming out with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, maybe it says potential. There's not like
Ah,
100%. It says
is then they
announced. Oh wow, it's
and
it's announced. Shit.
okay,
Okay.
that's a big deal, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is. It means there's a potential.
So there's the other movie where that girl dies every day. What's it called? My Dead Day or something like that, or
Oh yeah,
that's
Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day. So that's another movie. I haven't seen that one. But that's
Me
another
neither.
movie
I've
that
heard it's good though. I have heard good things about
yeah. Every time he pulls him out of the car, I'm being carjacked. See,
it. He
and
says,
that's the thing. That's the cool thing about this movie is it's not like avatars or robots or like Sims. It's like people because they're just living the same day.
yeah.
So they don't know that, and that's another cool thing. Like the characters don't even realize, the villains don't even realize they're in the same day. And
They're
Will
just going.
Sasso, Will Sasso pulling that sword, try to pull that sword out of his, it was funny. Like a little comedic experience there. They do have comedy on this, but I don't really feel like it's a whole. I mean, they don't have a whole lot.
I
But
I think it's I feel like it's a comedy.
oh, I mean,
I would say yeah. I would probably
I laughed. I laughed at a lot of stuff, but I didn't. I don't know. It's a new type of comedy for me, where I was just like, it's not dark comedy or anything. It's just Like he does, he does natural, this funny little things. It's not like looking for like I don't know. Even like right here, where he first gets knocked into the car. Oh yeah, it is. So it is. It's a slapstick. It's just a very
Yeah,
serious slapstick. Okay, yeah.
and he gets dragged and everything like
Yeah. So
that.
it
Like
doesn't.
the deaths are very funny. They're
Yeah.
very lighthearted.
Yes. Man, even that guy waking up every day trying to hit you with the machete.
Hmm.
Even
Yeah,
that
and he
girl.
was like punch, block, 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 block.
Even that girl. Yeah. Even that girl has a has a part in it. She's the reason that he passed out, or he has the tracker in his mouth. But wouldn't he
Damn.
feel it if they did something to him? You know, like he woke.
Well, she got him drunk
That's true.
right
And the
after that.
Novocaine.
So
But
she kept the high going. He probably felt like shit that next morning.
and then when they said he only had the 14 minutes to get it to his wife, like I was like,
Hmm.
he's got to get on that helicopter, and that's exactly what he does.
Yeah, that was like. Well, what's funny is like, especially in movies like this, it almost gets you into that mindset of like they have to continue to do the same thing, even though you see them do the
Yeah,
same thing a million times. It almost kind of gets you in that mindset. So, um, I think it's the helicopter. Like as soon as I thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, like after he messed with the machete guy, I was like, okay,
yeah.
yep, he's got
There's
to go on the helicopter.
there's a lot of
Uh,
decapitations, man.
so yeah, there definitely are. That's why I'm saying like it's more of a comedy because
They repeat.
they make they yes, and they make it funny. So what was it? There's some cool what was it? Trivia that I just found. Oh, it says during an action scene, Mel Gibson accidentally hit Frank Grillo in the face, dislocating his jaw. Grillo didn't let on as he didn't want to slow up the filmmaking process. 8 hours later, a medic was able to reach to his jaw. Like
Damn,
that's
dude.
pretty cool.
Oh, okay, I
Oh,
get who.
he's and they've already worked together. Mel Gibson and Frank Grillo. They Edge of Darkness. Okay.
Ah, dude, you know what? You're right. I know who the. Okay, I see who Rampage is. Oh man, he looks like Jim Brown so bad in this movie, man. That one of those guys look like Jim
Yeah.
Brown. I think it is when Rampage, and he
Yeah.
was.
You know what's funny? I think it's funny when he's like, "Yeah, this is Roy too," and
And then I knew they were gonna go back and use him. I was like, they should use that Roy guy, and then they did. I was like, all right, good.
mhm. uh, no, but man, just how everything pieces together. Like it's funny whenever um, you'll first see Mel Gibson's character and you see this big machine whirring behind him and everything like that. You're just kind of like, yeah, no, there's something not necessarily sinister, but there's something going to be. Mel Gibson's part of the problem. Like
I
you know that right away. Like
you picked that
they
up,
set
yeah.
it up like that. Yeah, for sure.
And I like the fact that like Mel Gibson, like there's some cutaway scenes when they have him, like they have some really good shots of him, and like fucking Mel, dude, still fucking sorry I'm cussing, but yeah, we could get in trouble for that, but I'm like Mel, dude, he has like he still has it. So that yeah, there's a
Yeah.
scene where it cuts away and I'm like, God, he still has it. He's got that look. And then when he turns around, you finally see him, you're like, it's Mel Gibson. I mean, this is a great movie, great cast. I'm actually reading on the trivia. It says Frank Grillo's actual son, Rio Grillo, plays his
Hmm.
son Joe in the movie. That's pretty cool. This is a real kid. And like to me, like what do you call it? That's what I like. There's a part where when they figured it all out, I had to pause it because I had to get up. And when I paused it, it said 30 minutes left. I was like, wait, shouldn't the movie be over? And then they show like another 30 minutes of the ending and how the love for his son is what ended up being more
Hmm.
important to him. And, and then once it starts piecing it together, like, wait, your mom's still alive. Or, it becomes like, it gets better at the end. It starts like, and I think there are topics like this because they don't really tell you like why they're not together. They're just not together, and they have a kid together, and it shows you that the kid needs a dad.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
says like, and his mom. And the other thing I liked about it is the mother that he says, yeah, my mom says you're a badass, like positivity towards the father that that he is. Like she gives him credit.
Hmm.
But it's also gets you because he hasn't seen her in so long, and he even says like I didn't hear her voice after that. So he's been going through this whole days. I mean, he's only been there for 200 days or whatever it was, 200 some days. So it's like a little over a year and a half. So he
Well, it's probably less than that because it really just depends. You got to
how he
imagine,
dies.
like, well, yeah, and how quickly he dies.
Well, also
So,
that there's a part where he gets depressed and that guy just kills him everybody. Just
mhm.
kind of like Deadpool when
Yeah,
Deadpool tries to kill himself.
yep,
But oh man,
exactly.
this
I thought that was funny. Just like you see him constantly going to the next one.
dude, what you
It
think
was
about
almost
like
like he was the only one remembered how many times he got messed up
eh,
before.
that's true. Oh, like I just like there's certain things that happen that fall in his place where he gets like get more time because he has to kill these people, and then like he gets the grenade launcher falls in his lap, so he just blows them up with that. Like all right, now they're dead.
Hmm.
So once they're dead in the day, then he can kind of enjoy it. But I wonder what how that works though. If you kill everybody, I mean, even when she shoots him in the private area, it's like I'm like, oh yeah, they just shoot him there, leave him like that. Like he's gotta die, he's gotta feel the
Yeah.
pain.
No,
But
and then you also have he may not have died just then. He would have maybe gotten killed by another assassin too, because
just
so many
true.
people were after him.
I mean, even the bar scene is pretty cool. I mean, the diner scene where Kim Jong's in there, like
Hmm.
that's like a cool
I
little.
yes, I and what I like about the story too is like you you see how he levels up as well. Both
He
these movies
adapts.
you see him level. Yeah, he figures it out. He figures out the puzzle. And you kind of see him like you're in this the first time you are watching him go through this, you're figuring out what he already knows. Like he's catching you up in the beginning, and they show you what happened. You're like, okay, this is the backstory. Like I really like the way this movie flows, and then you see the progression of this guy throughout the entire thing too, and
Yeah,
just him. I like how he figures everything out, and honestly, to figure it out in like what how many was it, like 250 tries, something
yeah,
like
you're
that.
right because he only gets to 247 in the day, so he doesn't
Yeah,
even get the whole day. So he always dies, and it's the tracker is how they find him. And then once he figures that out, that's even the funny scene. Let's give a shout out to that. That was the first time actor I noticed. What's his name in the
yeah,
movie?
he was hilarious too because he was playing a straight face the whole time, and
Yeah, then
then
he starts.
as soon
Yeah,
as shit started getting real,
was his name Dave?
yeah, Dave.
So it's Sean McKinney is his name.
Oh, Sean McKinney did a great job at acting
Yeah. Like,
in this movie. I really enjoyed him. Will Sasso did too.
dude, Will
I
Sasso,
wanted to know
yeah.
what was going on. I was wanting to know what was going on with his voice. I was like, all right, yeah, that's fine.
Well, he's a voice actor, and I like that he did that though, because he has a bunch of like silly voices, and that's like that was what everybody's
Yeah,
too deep, right? For
it really was. It was like too much. It was like, oh, all right, yeah. Like it almost seemed like it got deeper throughout the movie.
yeah,
So,
yeah, I did. I think it did. You're right. I thought I picked up on that a little bit.
mhm.
Man, that's pretty cool. That well, I noticed that Frank Grillo is also a producer on this movie, so I thought that was cool
Oh,
too.
I don't doubt it. Anytime I describe who Frank Grillo is, I'm like, oh yeah, he was in Captain America: Winter Soldier. Like who? It's like he was Crossbones. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you know. So
he's like I like the way he's like got the peacock haircut, the cockadoo. And
hmm
towards the end, it gets him and Naomi Watts at the very end. It gets really up there, and I'm like, I need to do that.
he's
First,
peacocking.
I need to peacock it like that, and I need to get it up like that in the middle, and then I need to get jacked. It's like he's like super jacked. It
Yo.
shows it. It shows it a lot. It's like that dude has no fat. It's like but I mean, yeah, dude, he's a stunning man, stunning man. I could probably
Is
play. I could probably play his cousin in a movie.
I could be an extra in one of his movies.
Well, his
No,
son's name's Rio, so it's
this
River. It's pretty cool.
it is. It is. No, man, this movie is it's fun. This would have been a great poster film. During the summer, it would have been something that kind of is a little bit different. But it's a lot of fun. Like it's, you kind of wonder with these movies, like if Hulu, like if this would have gone to theaters if Hulu didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of interesting to think that about movies now. It's just like I wonder if this would have been gone to box office. Even
Uh,
Prey. I
I
don't
was
know if
about to
did
say
Prey
Prey.
I
No,
don't think it did. I think it was directly to Hulu.
I'll
You
say
know,
this,
and it
man.
would have. I wonder how, like, if it made them a lot of money, like if it was worth. I mean, and granted, Hulu is owned by Disney, so it really doesn't matter
Yeah,
because Disney's going to fund Hulu regardless. But um, I wonder how that translates for them. Like, if well, I'm maybe it translates into people watch it. We watch Prey, and then we were like, oh, let's do a Hulu movie. Now we'll watch Boss Level.
I'll
So
tell you this. That's one thing for both these movies. But for sure for Prey, when I finished watching Prey, one of my first reactions was, I wish I would have watched this in the movie theater. I would have gone and
yeah.
watched it 3 times. I've watched it 4 times at my house. I would have watched it 3 times at the theater. I would have found a way. I would have been like,
Oh,
Max, get
dude,
ready, boy. You're gonna
come
grow up today.
come on over, man. I got a 70-inch TV. It's almost like being in the movie theater.
So I hear.
And
Well,
and I have a reclining couch too.
I think Boss Level did go to the theater, but I think
Did
the
it?
2020 shut it down because I do have here the budget and it says box office, but Prey does not. And you know how I feel about that. But I mean, I don't know what we can do about it. We need. How are they gonna? They're getting rid of DVDs. They want to get rid of DVDs, and they want to get rid of the movie theater. So are we gonna like know what people are making on this? Like, view. I can't trust views or clicks and all that. Like, I'm not gonna
Well,
go by.
and maybe that's the point. Maybe that maybe it's I do wonder, like you said, how it's getting divided up, as opposed to going, setting box office records and stuff like that. I mean, what do views get you?
Yeah.
Especially on, like, I don't know. It's just an interesting concept. Like, it's does that mark how many subscribers you have? Like, since Prey had the most views, does that mean, like, now you have a better idea of what your peak subscribers are? Like, that's very interesting to you know. I would be very interested to read those metrics and see
I'm trying to
how
think about. Yeah, you're right.
how
Like,
they
and
track it.
how do they do it? Yeah, because if I can watch a movie on all my devices or my friends' devices, if I'm like, hey, can I borrow? I'm at your house. I can watch it, but it's me the whole time doing it. How would it be like? If you go to theater, if I watch this movie 4 times theater, I'd have 4 tickets, 4 stubs. Like when I went to
Mm-hmm.
go watch Logan 4 times in the theater or 5 times, I can't remember. I had the subs that would, come out, and I just like that movie a lot. Like I was watching it, and
Yeah.
then like I don't know, it just I mean that was before my son was born, so it was like I could go freely if when I wanted, but now I can't, so I'd have to make more of an effort. But still, I think like it's harder now. And I'd have to
Oh
make
yeah.
a. That's not harder. It's just a little more challenging because I can't take my kid to watch these movies. But I mean, maybe I don't know about my boss levels really
Well,
mind
and
that.
then even going out and, like, post COVID and everything like that. Like, there's that to it as well. I feel like, honestly, over the past couple of years, I feel more comfortable just staying at home and watching movies. Like, whenever the movies were coming out, it was like theaters and movies. I was like, hell yeah! Like, Jurassic
Nah,
Park Dominion was on Peacock within 2 months, or yeah,
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 but
because it was like September.
you already saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see the
it was
twice.
good. I enjoyed it.
Well,
I
I
did.
like the theater though, man. The theater is just, I mean, even if I had like the best small little in-home theater at my house, it's not the same as getting the time off walking in there and feeling it. Like, I say that and I want to watch more movies, but it's like, well, give me something to watch. Give me something to really go out and watch, you know. But I don't know. This movie was great. Boss Level, I fell in love with it right away. Starts off really like I was like, oh, they started off like this. That's cool. And then Prey though, man, Prey. I just so much I could talk about it. I feel like we didn't really do that movie justice or this one, but we're just kind of like our conversation because we can go deep into a lot of these movies. Like even the whole like at the end where I love. I mean, I don't know how you could relate to this, but I love when he was like saying like every time he was at the end of the world, he was happy because he was with his son in his arms, and his son never had to feel it, feel the
Mhm.
pain. But it's like it happens either way, so it's like I like it, I like seeing that in the movies, like because I would hate to always see like a mom and a dad always get along, and it's like or they're not getting along, but they're working at it. Like I would like to see more of that, like
Yeah.
parents working at being parents opposed to being I'm the CEO. Like they're all this. We see what people really are in real life. Why are we still trying to promote that? Like I like that she's also like a scientist, but you're not picking up that she's like a scientist. You know, I mean, you are picking up that she's some kind of technician, but
She's not a nerd.
she's not a nerd. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, yeah. But
Naomi
yeah,
Watts could be a nerd for you.
hey man, she's in the fantasy worlds. Um, but dude, we got about 5 more minutes to talk about the movies before you jump to the next one. Uh, let's. I guess we should rate them. I guess let's talk about them. Let's. Because you're gonna have to guess the good old budgets, my
Yep.
friend. What?
Yeah, I guess just the budget this time. Um, Golly. So the budget for let's do Prey first.
Okay.
The budget for Prey is going to be 60 million.
Dun, 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 dun. I'll give it to you, bro.
What's what
65. I'll give it to you.
65? All right, cool.
I'll allow it. You got it. Huh.
I feel like if I'm within 10 million, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And then what
So
do you
if I
think?
can
What do you
if I
think
can do
about
that.
for
Boss
boss level?
level, man. Here's the thing. Yeah, Frank Grillo is no slouch. You also have Mel Gibson, Naomi Watts. I'm gonna say 70 million.
Bomb bomb.
Damn.
Less than Prey.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, then it's gonna be 43 million.
Yeah, 45.
Okay.
So 45, but it did bring in 2 million
Damn.
before the pandemic hit, so it did have some legs. So you could there was a chance I could have watched this in the
So
theater,
so
but
it,
a
it
small
came out in
window.
2019 and then they re-released it on Hulu 2 years later.
Let's see. I know it was released. Boss Level was released. I mean, it says here Frank Grillo dedicated this movie to his mother, who passed away in 2019. So, but this movie was made in 2020, and it was released in. Let's see, I got it right here. I think it said February 11th. I think is what I saw. What I came up against.
I
Release
like
date March.
whenever he
No,
dies.
dude, that sucks, dude. March 5th, a week before pandemic.
It came out March 5th, 2020.
No, it says here release date. No, sorry, March 5th, 2021. No, I guess we're just getting back to the theater.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Hmm.
Man alive. I like whenever he has the bus scenes where he goes through the bus. Like
Yeah.
it looks like a rag doll going through the window. I think that's so damn funny.
You know.
Yeah.
No, that is. I like. There's Well, let's get to rating these things, man. Because Boss Level
All
did make two
right.
million. What? All
It
right, we're
made
gonna
two
go
whole
with
million.
two whole million.
All right. So you
And
want to do boss level or you want to do prey first?
let's do Boss Level because it came out in 2020.
Okay.
Boss
Cool.
Level IMDb
2021.
rating. I got 2020 here on IMDb.
Really? Let's see what I have here on Rotten Tomatoes. On Rotten Tomatoes. Damn, okay. I have March 5th, 2021.
That's insane. All right, so it says streaming at March 5th. So check this out. I gotta share screen. Look at this. Boss Level, share screen, IMDb. Yeah, it says up here, 2020, right under the title. And then if you go stop sharing, you go back over here. But yours, this is weird. So this is one of those they don't know. They do
Yeah.
not know when was it released.
It
They,
may, they
and
do
it
that
says
on
here
movies
2020, but
sometimes.
it says release date streaming. So, and this wasn't really a
True.
streamed movie. So I guess they released it after they figured out what to do with it. Oh well, sometime
So
between 2020.
2020 to 2021, somewhere in there. Yeah, so boss level on Rotten Tomatoes. You want to give did you already give the IMDb rating?
It was Boss Level. on IMDb. Oh, I died. No, I was rudely cut off while I was
Oh, excuse me.
trying
Excuse
to
me. My
read
bad.
my my here what the IMDb has. No, IMDb has a 6.8 out of 66,000 views votes. What you got?
6.8 for boss level.
Six.
All right. So over here on Rotten Tomatoes, we have a 73% tomato meter score, and that's out of 85 reviews, so not too many. But we have a 76% audience score out of 500 plus ratings. Now, the critics' consensus on this is boss level powers up the increasingly crowded time loop genre with a gleefully over the top sci fi action thriller that revels in its own excess. And then audience says there aren't many movies that successfully use video game style mechanics to tell a fun story, but Boss Level is one sci-fi action thriller that proves exception to the rule. I gotta agree with that one. Like that
Yeah,
one, that is a
me too.
solid. They're not wrong. What do you got for Prey over there?
For Prey, no, that's a pretty good review. For Prey
Yeah,
on IMDb, which came out in 2022.
we can agree
Nope.
on that one.
7.2 out of 159,000. So almost 100,000 people more watched Prey and give it a little bit higher score. 7.2.
Wow. Yeah. So over here on Rotten Tomatoes, it is a certified fresh. 93% on the tomato meter score out of 264 reviews. So that's, I mean,
Whoa,
quite
it's
a few more.
backwards.
Damn near three times as many reviews for Prey and higher score. We have a 72% audience score with 5,000 plus ratings. Critics' consensus on this: the rare action thriller that spikes adrenaline without skimping on character development. That's fair, yeah. Prey is a Predator prequel done right. Audience says if you can look past some dodgy effects, Prey is pretty much a back to basics Predator installment fans have been waiting years to see. I bet you they had problems like, oh, that doesn't look like a real bear.
That's I
Come
don't
on now,
dodgy effects. Nah, man, come on.
dodgy
Yeah.
effects.
First of all, using
Get
the word
out of here.
dodgy, which is actually a word to use to dodge your statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That even though I feel like that was meant to be a good review, kind of shitty review.
Well,
But
it's a backhanded compliment.
it
It's
really is, and
oh you're
especially for how good this movie was.
this
Like
was a really good
you,
movie. Yeah.
like it's like I said, you could take the Predator out of this movie and still have a good movie. Like you could replace the Predator with Ella Bear. There was even the subplot of her going after the lion. You know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, it's. I think that's what makes this movie great. Is like they're trying to tell a story, and the Predator is just added to it. Um, but yeah, no. What CJ give these movies?
Well, I'm
What do
trying
you
to
got?
go through the reviews real quick on the Predator one because I'm Prey because it just seems like a lot of I hate that they put all of the certified fresh ones on top, or I guess it is the way they said they're printed out. But here's one that says a great movie, absolutely not, but it won't insult your intelligence nearly as much as so many movies being turned out for streaming platforms. See, that's not a good review, in my opinion, because they're just saying like, well, first of all, starting off like trying to be edgy and smart ass. Great movie, absolutely not. And then like, I hate reading people's reviews and they don't have an image, a photo of themselves either. But it just seems like when you hear that, there's like a common thing that everybody just wants to say that every movie that's coming on a streaming service sucks. Well, that person's like
Yeah,
anti-streaming service. I still love going to the movies, but I also like streaming. So it's like I'm not gonna stop streaming because or whatever. I enjoy it. You know, it's easy for me to watch a movie, and I said like this is what I'm at modern time. It's easy for us to do this show where I went to go buy DVDs today, and for me to put them in there and all that. I enjoy that. I love it, but for time and for convenience, it works better. But I honestly like Prey a lot. I give it a 13.
yeah. I'm gonna give it a man. Give it an 11. I I gotta say it's a 12. I'm giving it a 12.
I'm just saying from a
I
fan from the beginning all the way till now, and I've watched all the movies. I'll say that this one holds up, man. This one has a lot of good things to offer. if you're not willing to like accept, if you're just gonna be stuck on a guy's like a bulgy guy's muscles from the first one, then go for it. So obsess
Yeah.
over that. But I mean, there's more to that movie too. But there's more to this movie too. You know, I think the fact that part two kind of captured that 90s bubble. 'Cause I think it was 1990 or 91 word when it was made, when it came out.
Hmm.
And I think there it caught kind of that like that bubble that was of like coming from the 80s to 90s. But as in like story and whatnot, it's kind of weak. Kind of weak.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I guess as far as story, man, you're gonna just sit here until I say 13 for Prey, aren't
Well, you don't have to. It's your goal. I'm just saying.
you? No, no, no.
Actually,
You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing 13 for Prey
yeah, it's
because
pretty damn good, man.
it is. It's I've even I think I've backed up my review as well. My score with saying that it could have been replaced with the Predator and still been a good movie. So I think adding just a little bit extra, that's what the 13
I,
is all about. So I think that's why also it deserves it.
what I'm getting from you too is that with the 13, I mean 13, with the like without having the Predator in it, this movie is a sci-fi movie, but it has hints of sci-fi. Like you
Yeah.
don't get it, you get it all at the end, but you don't get it's sprinkled through.
Well, then, and you also get like she, she said, "Oh, I saw the Thunderbird at the beginning of the movie." Like, and that's an actual
Yeah,
thing. Like, it,
yeah, they've
that
been seeing it.
it,
It's been looking, it's been reconning. See, they do a lot of
yeah.
good stuff.
And
The movie, the
so I
movie,
think that's really really cool. It's very layered,
okay,
and you typically don't get that with with the Predator movies. Typically, it's just like all action, and this is action with thought behind it.
what'd you
You
think
know,
about Boss Level? Yeah, you're right. Action with thought behind it. Thank you. That's the best way I can really describe Prey. What'd you think about Boss
yeah.
Level?
Boss level. Um, I'm gonna give it a 10. This isn't gonna be everybody's movie. Um, this is a solid movie. I really enjoyed it. It was a fun, like, oh, I don't really have to think too hard. Like they kind of give you that from the beginning. They're like, don't worry about what's going on. We got Mel Gibson in it. He's standing behind a big machine. Don't worry about it. And they kind of give it that way. I mean, they throw you right into the action. Um, but this isn't. Would I recommend Boss Level to everybody? No, I'm gonna recommend Boss Level to like my buddies. Be like,
Yeah,
have you seen this movie? This is a good movie. This is a fun movie.
yeah,
If I'm gonna recommend this to somebody who's like, I like film, no, I would not recommend Boss Level to somebody who seems a little pretentious or anything like that.
yeah,
But Prey, I might. That's
yeah,
that's kind of the difference, there. Prey has that film feel to it,
yeah.
and also one cool thing about what Hulu does is they offer the Comanche dub, so you can
That's true. Yeah,
listen to the movie in Comanche, and uh, you can also read the subtitles and know what's going on. I think that's cool when they give you options that are kind of unique with movies.
true, true. So I'll give it. I'm torn between an 11.5 or 12 because it's a good movie as in like, oh, I'll give it 11 because I like that the dodgy effects in this movie kind of hurt it a little bit, but it's a streaming movie. Like you're gonna get that.
Dodgy effects, you
Yeah.
ass.
You're gonna get the more of the they're not practical effects, what I love, but that's just me. But I give it more of an 11 because there is a story in this time loop kind of movie. Like there's not the same like the other ones. Because at the end you really find out he does have like there's a motivation for him. He cares. I love the father son aspect. I love the fact that I like that kind of thing. In Street Fighter, he didn't know anything about that, and then he made I don't know if he made an effort to learn it, but maybe he did. He didn't open up to Joe about it. But then once he
Yeah.
got to know him, he was like, "Look at this." And then I love the part that he starts telling his I forgot what Naomi Watts' character's name is, but he starts telling her like that he likes this. He has a crush on this girl, and he starts really giving it like he's been spending time with her kid. Because it is gonna be crazy. Because right now my kid's only 4, so I only get like I get the cute stuff, the hey figuring out, but God, the dreaded like preteen, and then elementary school through, and then like also like high school and shit. I'm like, oh God, I'm already like I hated high school. I'm gonna have to relive this shit again. Like, but oh well.
Hey, maybe it'll be better this time.
Yeah, it would definitely be better for him. Like, yeah, hopefully. But I think, like, yeah, I like that they have that aspect. I mean, it relates to me, so it's cool. And if nobody's like, oh, I don't care, I'm like, all right, cool. But there are movies relate. There's some things, and that just gives me that little extra. It gives it an 11. I'm not gonna. You're right. I'm
Right.
not gonna go say and give it an 11, 12 and be like, let's give it a 12. Like, no, it's 11 for certain because it hits all. Like I said, if it's a 10, if it hits all the bells and whistles and everything, but you give
Yep.
it just that little extra. If they, and they did put a little extra into it. It's a little bit of mustard, so I'll give it an 11.
You know, and what just dawned on me when you said like the practical effects and stuff like that, there was a piece of trivia in there saying that Mel Gibson was a big fan of the Three Stooges, and you know, it connected that to Will Sasso too. Because in
Ah,
some of those effects, it does kind of it has that Three Stooges esque, you know,
for
kind of
sure.
like it looks like I said, it looked like they were dragging ragdoll on some of those. But you know what I think we should look to next is what are we gonna do next week? What we got? What are we
Well,
thinking? What streaming service would we like to pick two original movies from?
oh man, that's what we're doing now. Yeah. Oh, well, I think so. We have Amazon, HBO Max, and what else we have? I mean, we could
Oh
also do
yeah,
like
Disney
Tubi and
Plus.
Roku. Oh, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh, dude, we totally can, and we can do originals on those because I think they have originals, especially on Roku. We got Peacock, Paramount Plus.
all right. Well, yeah. What are we doing? Well, first let's figure out
Yeah.
where we're
So,
going, and then once we get there, we'll figure something out.
all right. So, golly, man, I hmm,
I'm on Tubi right now.
on Tubi.
Yeah. Or we gotta be Tubi original, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna look on Prime.
No, I'm looking at Prime. Let's do Amazon Prime.
Yeah, let's do Prime because they have like a backlog of originals at the very least too. Amazon originals right there too, like right away.
Oh, the Tomorrow War. I
Um,
like that one.
oh, it was good. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh,
Let's
they.
see.
Oh yeah. You know what? You know what movie? I'm already gonna. Oh no, that's Hulu. Never mind. Let's see. Let's do Prime.
Oh, what about? Okay, first off, let's do Samaritan with Robert Stallone. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Which one is that one? Samaritan. I saw. I just passed it. Where did it go? Okay. That's a. Let's see. Samaritan. Oh, Stallone. Sylvester
Right.
Stallone. He said Robert Stallone.
Did I say Robert Stallone?
Yeah, he said Robert. I was like, what?
Ooh, oh man, Sylvester Stallone. I am so sorry. My bad.
I saw Being Ricardo's good. For documentary, Val's amazing, but I was looking
Yeah,
at.
let's see.
I
Ooh,
was also
Without
looking
Remorse. I've heard that that's good with Michael B. Jordan.
Honey Boy.
Um,
I haven't seen that one, and that
ooh, me
one's
neither. You know what?
Shia
Let's do Honey
LaBeouf.
Boy.
Do you want to
Shia
do two
LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf movies? Because he also has Peanut Butter Falcon.
Is that?
I
Oh,
think
we
that's
do.
no,
Is
that's
it
not
an
original.
Amazon?
No, that was at
Ah,
the movie theater. Never mind.
okay. Because I do kind of like doing the original movies because it's like showcasing
Yeah, yeah.
what the
Let's see if
streaming
we could.
services,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. That's what I'm
Um,
saying.
let's
Well,
see.
let's.
Actually, so I mean, let's see here. Clarkson's Farm. Just
Yeah, I would
gonna.
like to. So you want to do? You're good with Honey Boy for one of them?
Yeah, Honey Boy for sure.
Oh, Amazon.
I've wanted to watch that for a minute. Just
Yeah,
have not. Um, let's see here.
yeah. I mean, I already see. I mean, I've heard of this 7500 with Jordan Gordon Gossip. I mean, with Jordan Gossip Gosling. What's this? Jordan Gossip. What can I say his name? The hell's his
I don't
name?
know which movie is it?
Hold on. It's Jordan Gordon Levitt. That's his name, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Joseph Gordon Levitt. There you go.
Joseph
I couldn't get
Gordon-Levitt.
his name right. Yeah. So there's
Ooh,
that's he's
there's a Joaquinix or
Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix movie.
We're doing
Yeah,
it
okay.
today.
You were never really here. It's
Is
and
that the one with Bob
here's
Dylan or is that
no, no,
or is that the
it's
documentary when he made where he's a rapper?
no, that's not it. It's a traumatized veteran, unafraid of violence, tracks down missing girls for a living. When a job spins out of control, Joe's nightmares overtake him. as a conspiracy is uncovered.
Ooh. Oh,
I bet you
hey.
that's really good with Joaquin Phoenix.
If you
I
want to
think we
go,
should do
if you
that
want
one.
to go Joaquin, I mean, he would be a repeat offender. I'm cool with
I
Joaquin.
mean, why not do Joaquin?
We do Joaquin. All right, let me
Let's
find
do
that
it.
real quick. All right, so
All right.
we're gonna do. So what's that movie called? You Were Never Here.
It's you were never really here.
All right, and then we're doing it with
Ooh,
Honey Boy as
honey
Amazon
boy.
originals. I guess I should just change the. All right, it's 2019, and this is 2017. All right, we're doing You Were Never Really Here, 2017, rated R, 1 hour 29 minutes. I feel like this is gonna probably mess me up. Crime drama. A traumatized veteran unafraid or uses violence tracks the missing girls for a living. When a job spins out of control, Joe's nightmares overtake him as a conspiracy is uncovered, leading to what could be his death trip or his awakening. Director Lynn Ramsey, writers Lynn Ramsey, Jonathan Amos, stars Joaquin Phoenix, Judith Roberts, and Katerina Samsonov. And we're doing that with Honey Boy, 2019, rated R, 1 hour 34 minutes. Drama: a young actor's stormy childhood and early adult years as he struggles to reconcile with his father and deal with his mental health. Director Alma Harrell, writers Shia LaBeouf, stars Shia LaBeouf, Lucas Hedges, and Noah Jupe. Damn, that was hard. Hey, got 2 movies from
You got
Amazon
it. You
Prime.
made it.
All right, we're ready to go. Well, that was
Yeah.
side by side movies. We did Boss Level and Prey. Give those a watch, and then we're moving on to Amazon Prime. So if you have Prime, you'll be able to watch the movies. Like, right? If you these movies can only be
Yeah.
found on
No.
Prime.
These are Amazon originals is what they like to call them. Hulu originals is what we did this week, and last week we did Netflix
Netflix. So you can only
originals. Yeah.
find these on you can only find on the original platforms. So if you
Specific.
have
Yep.
Amazon Prime, you'll be able to hang out with us next time and know what we did, or if you've watched them before. But
Yeah.
anything else you got to say there, Ben?
I can't wait to see what we're gonna do after Amazon Prime. Maybe Disney Plus. Get a little bit of Hocus Pocus in there.
Oh, Hocus Pocus. I did that on rewatch right now. We could do it. Hocus Pocus, Hocus Pocus 2.
Well, we could do Hocus Pocus too, and maybe like Pinocchio.
Oh, oh yeah. Pinocchio. All right, everybody.
Pinocchio.
We'll see y'all later. You have a good night.